Ernest owned a body shop, an auto body shop that he had for nearly 20 years. And that body shop is one of Montgomery's oldest and most respected body shops.
My father, he started his business back in '91, and he did it all the way up until he passed. But he had been doing it for over 30 years.
Peanut was an orphan policy owner, and an orphan policy is one in which the client doesn't have an active agent.
John had done what he always does. He picks up business where he can. He works with people regardless of whether he's going to be able to generate an income or not.
Peanut had a 20-year, $100,000 term life insurance policy, and at the time he had a need for a smaller premium, and that's why we put term life insurance in force. Peanut bought this policy back in 2003, and he understood at that time the benefit of providing some protection for his family as well as his business.
He just knew he needed a good policy to take care of things if anything ever happened to him.
He wanted to leave this business to his son. That was always his desire. It was a family-owned business, and he wanted it to maintain its status as a family-owned business. That was his chief concern. When he started to encounter some financial difficulties, he had to examine really where his dollars were to go, whether it be business expenses or whether it be the life insurance premiums. And fortunately for he and his business and his family, he understood that need and decided to find a way to pay those premiums, and therefore kept the policy in force. He finally ended up at the local cancer center here and found out that he had stage 4 terminal lung cancer. I explained to him that there was a feature on the policy called accelerated benefits. What that means is we were able to pay early the death proceeds so that he didn't have to wait till he passed away for the death proceeds to be paid.
John being there to help maintain the coverage, keep it in force, and then be able to use the proceeds prior to the client actually passing was instrumental in keeping that business alive and keeping the employees that are a part of that business working.
We were able to accelerate almost $92,000 worth of the $100,000 policy, and you should have seen the look on his face when we were able to deliver that checkbook to him.
My father made arrangements for me to get a portion of it to run the business with, that I have some working capital to keep the business rolling. It did help out a lot.
Today the business is as strong as ever, and I'm sure a large part of that is because we were able to satisfy a lot of the financial debts of the business as well as his medical debts that he had incurred during that time that he was sick. And his son, I'm proud to say, is now the current and going to be future owner of the business.
You just never know when you're going to have to leave the world. So you got to have your family set up to where they'll be able to take care of themselves.
There is a message for families of all income levels, whether it's low, mid, or high income. The message is this: please examine your life insurance that you currently have in force, and if you don't have life insurance in force, please talk to a professional, because they can make the difference in whether or not your family may stay in their home, whether your kids may go to college, or whether your business may pass along to the next generation.